Alright friends, welcome back to my channel. My name's Angel. Today we have a little bit of a book unboxing, book haul video for you, I guess we can say. This is my last, definitely bigger haul to my birthday. I'd say it's probably not gonna be like all the book shopping I'm doing into my birthday, which is beginning of September. So the plan was not to get so many books. This was not the plan. Book of the month is not thrown in there because I have a monthly subscription and I got an add-on this month, so that's where that came from. Indigo's, they were having a 20% off like BookTok favorite sale, and I also had my 10% off for Plum Plus. And I was kind of just looking at it, and there's a bunch of books that I was going to be buying anyways. Like they were on my list of books I wanted to buy, had to buy to finish off series. I was like, why wouldn't I get them now? And they're like 30% off, and they're all like $17, $18 as compared to like 25 plus in Canada, which they normally are. So I got like, I think there's 5 or 6 in here from Indigo. I think it's 5. And then I've actually ordered from Book Outlet once, but they were having their $7 fiction sale. And so they got 7 in here. Plus I had like a $5 coupon where I think I spent like $45 Canadian on these 7 books, which if you guys know is like not a thing in Canada. The thing is, all the books in here that are kind of fun were kind of like unplanned buys. They weren't really a list to buy or anything. They're just books I was going through and be like, oh, I'd like to read that. When I can buy the physical book for $7 as compared to even like $13 for an ebook, I was like, I'm gonna do it. Big like reasoning for getting a few new books. If you guys look, my cart's looking kind of sad. This is like literally my entire physical TBR. Besides like, obviously like I don't have the next of series on here, but even then I don't have many series on here left. Like I'd say maybe there's like 5-ish more books that I own physically that aren't on this cart. That's it. I feel like being like a booktalker, booktuber, and finishing your TBR is always like such a huge goal, but like never gets accomplished because like we can't finish our TBRs. Like let's be real here. But I'm actually very, very close. I'm not saying I'm trying to doom myself because I'm close, but the whole plan is I've been having some intrusive thoughts recently. I'm gonna be posting more videos about it coming up, but I'm thinking about doing like redoing my challenge I did, I guess for the first time on here in February, and the first time like on TikTok back in August of last year, which is reading 31 books in 31 days. I did it, and I think that if I do that, I can pretty much wipe out my physical TBR, which is really exciting because a big goal of mine that I had for the year, I actually reflected on my 2004 reading goals in a video I like posted recently, where I kind of just like look back on my goals and like how I was going with them. And the big one I really wanted to do this year was reread and annotate, and I hadn't done that yet. And I feel like if I can like wipe out my physical TBR by the end of summer, I would have so much more, in my mind, like time and freedom to reread. Does that make sense? Because I'm a very fast reader and I'm used to reading very, very fast. I'm used to reading 100 to 120 pages an hour. And I should know, a big thing with me mentally is like, I know if I annotate, it's gonna slow me down a lot. And I feel like I'm not gonna be like having as successful reading months or reading as much. And then you have to kind of come to like the realization, well, like what is a successful reading month? Because it's not just quantity. It's actually like going back and like rereading a bunch of my old favorites, and like being back in those worlds. And like that I think is like really, really exciting. It's what I really wanna do. So all these books are gonna go in the cart, but pretty much I think they're all gonna be read in August pretty much, I think. So this is really exciting. I'm gonna start with book of the month because it's like the smallest one. I'm like so bad opening boxes. I got my book of the month, which I forget which one I chose. I forget which one I chose, and then I have my add-on that I got. Let me see. Okay, do you remember this? So I picked up The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. This is the same author as The Wishing Game, and I'd gotten that as a book of the month pick a couple months ago. Oh, it goes inspired by C.S. Lewis's The Chronicles of Narnia. This wild and wondrous novel is a fairy tale for grown-ups who still knock on the back of wardrobes just in case. I love that because I was like literally Narnia kid growing up. I'm trying to see how many pages this one is. It doesn't look too long. It's like 317. I remember The Wishing Game was like under 300. I didn't really enjoy it. I think I gave it like a 4-star. I thought it was a good time. And so when I saw this as an option, I was like, oh, this is so cute. Yes. And if you guys don't know, I was in a massive reading slump in May, and I like had not picked up any books. And like book of the month, I just kept skipping my thing because I would read like all the synopses and then just be like, this doesn't sound interesting to me because I wasn't interested in anything at the time. But then I kind of went back once I got in my slump and looked, and like so many of these sound so interesting. Like, what am I actually on? And then Destiny Sidwell actually did a review about this book. I think she gave it 5 stars, and it was The Ministry of Time. So I went back and definitely picked this one up. I put it as an add-on. In fact, as a boy meets a girl, the past meets the future, a finger meets a trigger, the beginning meets the end. And I think this is like, it was like a sci-fi book about like time traveler, like the like regulation of time. I forget what she had said. I remember how Destiny had talked about it. It was like super, super interesting, and I wanted to pick it up. So I'm excited with this guy. I also think the cover's like really cool too when the writing on it. So okay, that's, oh, I was going to the bookmark. The bookmark this time, because they changed how the bookmarks look now, and now it's like quotes submitted by members, which I think is kind of fun and interesting. But I like how the old ones look, to be honest. This one says it was bound to happen, and it's like who was submitted by. Cute. I think I'm gonna do Indigo next, because honestly what's kind of fun about the Book Outlet one is I almost forgot what books I got. Like it's been like a while since I placed the order, and like I said, none of the books were like on a list of books like I really wanted to read or had to have. So I'm just gonna see in there. This one though, the Indigo one, I know what I got. I'm excited about all of them. I can't believe it. Okay, so number one. Check this out. I'm so excited to have this in my hands right now. And off of Love Star by Ashley Paulson. I actually was like tempted to open because this box came like a week before the other two, but I wanted to save opening these for this video. And I kept being like, that book is just in that box. It's just sitting there in my living room. It's in there. The one thing I will say is everybody who I've seen read this book has been slightly let down by it because they said like it doesn't give the same feelings as 7 Year Slip. And it's kind of like the romance is lacking and all that stuff. So I'm trying to feel about it, but I'm very happy to finally have this in my hands because I've been really looking forward to this. It's like a really cute premise. I love Abby Jimenez with all my heart, but I have never actually bought one for physical books. I read them all pretty much online. But when I read Just the Summer as an early arc, it was like a 5-star read for me and I was obsessed with it and I loved it so, so much. And this is a book I know I'm gonna wanna go back and reread and annotate. It was an easy 5-star, and so I bought a physical copy of it in my pursuit of doing rereads this year because this is gonna be one I wanna reread and highlight. I just remember I felt so seen reading this. There were so many quotes that absolutely gutted me and I needed my own copy ASAP. Next two kind of go together. Oh, why is this so thick? Anyways, The Long Way Down by Kristen Becker Ritchie. 700 pages for, anyways. Oh my God, this one, no. Nope, I'm returning this one. Actually, let's come Indigo. Look at the bottom of the spine. It's literally all ripped. It literally is like lifting and ripped. If you guys know me, I keep my books in pristine condition, so that's not gonna fly. I will, I think, be taking this into Indigo. I may kind of swaps out for a different copy you have here. So I don't know if they let you do that if you have like this and all that stuff, so I'll probably take this with me and be like, hi, can I swap this out? Because what is this? Anyways, you guys know me, I'm crazy about my books, I'm so sorry. Both these are so thick, what is this? These are the last two books in the Addicted series by Kristen Becker Ritchie. I just finished reading book 6. I have book 7 here already on my cart. 8 over there, and this is 9 and 10. So these were 2 books I was gonna say like I was gonna buy anyways. I had to get physical copies of, so I might as well have bought them while they were on this nice big sale, but that's foul, so that's getting returned. What's funny is like when I first ordered this, not that I didn't care about it, but like I wasn't as excited as I am now, but I got Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I also love the gold spine, I think it's really pretty. Pretty much the first 2 books that I read, since I disliked them, they were both like 4 stars, I thought they were good. And then something about The Long Way Home. And I had the same kind of feelings, like about like halfway through, I was still like, this is really annoying, it's back and forth. Like, I was like fully annoyed, but I was like, I wasn't getting it. And then the same thing happened as the first book, where I feel like when we got to the end and things started happening, I didn't realize how much I actually cared about them and like what was going on. And the the last like 100 pages of The Long Way Home gutted me, and I finished it and I cried. I stared at the wall because if you guys know, the ending is foul. The ending is so wrong. And so I actually the Next Easy Hates book on my physical TBR, but I haven't read it yet because I know it's like that same story from the other people's point of view. I'm not sure I'm ready to like hear that yet. It's a little bit too soon, but then I did get Into the Dark, so I can read that. For some reason, it sounds like thick. Yeah, it's like this is another 700-page romance. So I love how I'm making a challenge to read 31 books in 31 days, and then just like picking up all absolute monsters of books that are gonna be like full 7-8 hour readathons in each day. It's gonna go great, guys. That's 7 new books, and then like I said, this one's kind of fun because like I remember the books I got, but I also don't. So I'm really crossing my fingers for these because if you guys don't know, Book Outlet is kind of like a discounted bookstore in the sense that typically what it is I think it's like Overflow, or what it's called for my bookstores, where pretty much what they can't sell gets sent here, or what they don't sell and then they sell, or it can be like, you know, if it did get nicked, you know, if there's like a marking on the top or whatever, they go here. So I know for sure like almost all the books do have like marker swipes on the pages of the book, like on the top or bottom, which I don't care about that, but I'm hoping none of them are like too physically messed up because, you know, I do keep mine very, very well kept, so please. Oh, I'm excited about these. This pull tab is not working for me right now. I'm really trying. Jeez. Can I get it yet? Can I get it yet? Oh, it's all the way down. Oh my god, it's all the way down to the side. This is not opening nicely for me, guys. I'm fighting for my life right now. Okay, so there we go. Just go down there. Okay, now this side. It's actually just video of me wrestling with boxes. That's all this is. I'm so sorry. Will it now open? Maybe not so. Okay, cool. We're good. Oh, there's so many in here. I'm so excited. Actually, I'm gonna forget what I got. Oh, there's an exclusive summer offer. Oh, a nice little coupon for $10 off 50. We love that. Okay, I remember getting this. I was really excited with this one. I think it's actually like a very like beloved like OG BookTok and BookTube series that I've never read, that I feel like kind of goes into that old like you know, when like I was a teenager, like YA kind of like dystopian era, and that is, I still don't know how to say it. Is it Scythe or Skeet? I don't know how to say it. The first book was there for $7. I'm like, I might as well buy it for $7 here. If I like it, I can keep buying it and keep going forward. But I kind of, I like the feeling of the cover. It feels interesting. But I don't really know, like, honestly, the premise of this book. I just know it's kind of like a dystopian sci-fi, but I think it's like dystopian vibe, I'm pretty sure. A world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now Scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a Scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequence of failure can mean losing their own. They learn living in a perfect world comes only with a heavy price. I like it. I was like, for example, like I said, this book is like is in literally like perfect condition, looks gorgeous. There's like a little black dot at the top is all it is. So I don't care about that. I'm really excited for. Oh, okay, so like this one has like a little rip here, which is like, it's fine. It was only $7. But this is The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. I actually want to read a Lynn Painter book. I want to get into their writing, but I wasn't like 100% sure about them, to be honest. And that was one of the things, like I said, I didn't really want to buy an ebook. The Libby waits are like several months for each of them. I was like, if I can pick up one for $7, try it and see if I like it. And if I don't, I can just get rid of it. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. But for $7, I might as well try her and see what I think, you know? Anyways, and then yeah, just like that same red dot on the bottom. No biggie, but yeah, the cover's a little bent, but for $7, it could be a heck of a lot worse. This one, I'm really kind of like, I got just a bit of curiosity. I think it's like the cover just looks so nice. And I've seen people talk about it and like always having mixed reviews. Like I know Ellen Catherine's read it and I don't think enjoyed it that much, but it's called Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I have no idea the premise of this book. Could not tell you. I know it's a trilogy and they had the first book there. So I'm like, I might as well pick up and see what I think. It's like a nice short one, it's under 300 pages, and I believe it's fantasy. So another 300-page fantasy is kind of wild, to be honest. Ever since she was cursed by fairy, Theodora Eddings has no sense of fear or embarrassment, an unfortunate condition that leaves her prone to accidental scandal. Dora hopes to be a quiet, sensible wallflower during the London season, but when Elias Wilder, the handsome, peculiar, and utterly ill-mannered Lord Sorcerer, discovers her condition, she is instead drawn into dangerous fairy affairs. If her reputation can survive both her curse and her sudden connection with the least like man in all society, then she and her family may yet reclaim their normal place in the world. But the longer Dora spends with Elias, the more she begins to suspect that one might indeed fall in love, even with only half a soul. Okay, kind of seems like a little bit whimsical. Fairies, I love it, so we'll see how I feel about this one. I'm going with like I said, it's another book that I didn't have like the highest expectations for, and that's why I was fine spending $7 on it and see if I liked it. I got was called The Push, and I will say this is another book I don't really know anything about. I've seen a lot of people talking about it and I wanted to read, so I picked it up. Same thing, look, gorgeous condition, just a dot, that's all it is, I don't care. The Push is an utterly immersive novel that will challenge everything you think you know about motherhood, what we owe our children, and what it feels like when women are not believed. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I think it's gonna be like a good book too. I feel like it's like kind of falls in the category that Sarah Crowley might have said for Firefly Lane, where it's like a good book just to read like as a woman. So we'll see. So I believe there's like a movie or something coming out for, and that's why I wanted to read it. And also, I just know a lot of people have been talking about it, and that's The Color Purple. I thought this cover is also stunning. I actually enjoy it. The Color Purple depicts the life of Black women in early 20th century rural Georgia. Deeply compassionate and beautifully imagined, The Color Purple breaks the silence around domestic and essay and carries readers on an epic and spirit-affirmed journey toward transformation, redemption, and love. I'm very excited to pick this one up. I think it's like a like shorter one. It's like under 300 pages. So there you go. As much as we're having some thickies, we're also having some like shorter ones to help balance it out. Too much like kind of impulsive if I'm being 100% honest, because I read this first book last year and I think I gave it a 3.5. But I read it at a time during 12-hour readathon where I think I may have judged it unfairly. And I always wanted to continue out the series, but I hadn't yet. And then I got approved for the third book that came out last month on NetGalley, and I still haven't read it. And I kind of want to reread it because I definitely don't think I can just go into the second one having read the first. I have no idea what it's about. I like have no memory of it. So they had Trial of the Sun Queen and The Rule of Aurora on for the $7 sale. And so I picked these up, and actually these ones have 0 markings on them. Like they're a little bit like scuffed up the side, maybe you could potentially say on the spine. The one has a Target sticker, which I love because I'm Canadian, I don't have Target here. But I think these ones are $7. I know I can get them on Kindle Unlimited for free, but I feel like this is a series I might actually really like if I give it a second shot, and so I don't have physical copies of them, and when they're only $7 I might as well, so pick those ones up. Okay friends, these are my new books. I'm really excited about them. Like I said, most of these will be going on my cart. I would definitely be returning that Some Kind of Perfect one from Indigo, because what is that marking? I used to have a couple off that are like next in series I shouldn't put on quite yet, but look how gorgeous it looks. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys are interested in seeing me reading 31 books in 31 days, stick around, because I think this time I'm gonna be doing weekly vlogs on it, where I just kind of like a weekly vlog every single week documenting how it's going. I'm really excited about that. As always, I'm on TikTok, Angel's Book Corner, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.